What's up, Internet? My name is Will, and I'm here to play some video games. And today we are going to continue with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. I'm excited, because I really liked playing this game last week. It was a lot of fun. I really like the gameplay in it. The rhythm action stuff is fun. It's also kind of cool just kind of seeing all these cutscenes with, like, all the stuff from the previous games, and yeah. I'm excited to get to the story stuff. That's at the very end of the game. I don't know if we'll get there tonight. It will probably be another... Well, I'll probably have to play one more time, which is totally fine. I could do that. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not wearing glasses, and that's because I left them all the way over there, and I didn't want to get up. So... yeah. Man, my hair has gotten long. Erg. I'm gonna see how long I can grow out my hair, you know, until it gets unmanageable, because, like, I don't look bad with short hair, and I also don't look bad with long hair. I just kind of prefer long hair, because, you see, I got this insane widow's peak, so, you know, I want to try and hide that as much as I possibly can. If I really wanted to do that for you guys, I probably would have the camera on the other side, because I part my hair to the left, but oh well. See, my forehead there. Got a scar up there from when I was in kindergarten. That was a fun time. It wasn't a fun time. Okay, we should get started with the game. Making sure Stream Manager is working. Also, this happened apparently earlier today, and I don't know if they're going to be watching now, but if they are watching this later, Mr. Jones Gaming, that's how it's spelled, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright, yeah, let's get going. Also, Kaylee will be sitting out the stream, cause she was tired, and that is totally understandable. She is also sitting right next to me playing Hades, though, so, you know. She might, like, buzz in to provide weird golf commentary at some point, cause she was doing that earlier. It was interesting. I'm gonna lower my camera just a little bit because I have a lot of headspace. There we go. Disney, Pixar, Square Enix. Copyright. Indies 0. Okay, I'm done with that. Alright. We're gonna jam out to this again, because it's great. Hey, Lemon! What's up? Oh, and there it is. Actually, we could probably skip that, but oh well. Just gonna dive right into the game. Dive. It's actually not that funny. I love this. Okay, this is my favorite menu screen. Just because these are my 3 favorite characters. Or, at the very least, my favorite trio. Oh, it's good to hear you're doing good. My favorite trio. I love these guys. This is great. Alright, we should probably just go right into World Tour. I was gonna check out that synthesis stuff, but, kind of forgot to do that, so, whoops. Alright, so we cleared up through Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and it looks like, Days. So now we're gonna start back with Kingdom Hearts 2. For this first area, I'm going to use the Twilight Gang one more time, and then I'll probably switch back to Sora, Donald, and Goofy, just because, oh. Press the plus button. I thought that was the place I was supposed to go to switch the team, but nope. I did not grind, no. I kind of didn't really do much this weekend. I played more Hades, is what I did this weekend, and that was fun. Ooh. Magical mystery. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we'll do it with these guys one more time. I might actually switch on and off with, Team Days, since they're pretty much done with the story for right now, but is okay. It's okay. Right, Kaylee? I'm just gonna kind of occasionally look at you. Maybe I should have put the camera over here. Then you could be kind of in the stream. Oh. I'm happy to be playing a nice chill game, because I had a pretty long day today. Get him, Axel. All right. Oh, those are heartless. Holy crap. Oh man, there's so many heartless. Heartless galore! Ah! There we go. Alright, did it. Easy. Them. Oh. A child's game? Is this a child's game? Probably not. Oh yeah, Lemon, we beat No More Heroes yesterday, so if you want to go check out that stream, because I know you weren't there, so you should go check out that stream, because boy, the ending was something else. I honestly have no words. Ooh, it's that foreteller guy. That's who that is. I think that was a set, actually. Is it sad that I know their names? Kaylee is nodding into me, yes, that it is sad. Alright, ooh, this is... Oh, this makes flying easier. Whee! Okay, where do I want to start? Usually my typical order is that I start with, whenever I play Kingdom Hearts 2, I start with Land of Dragons, then Beast Castle, then Olympus, then, this place, then Halloween Town / Agrabah, then, yeah. But it looks like it has a little bit out of order, so we will deal with it. Okay, so we will start here. Mulan is our guest character here. Here we go. The classic trio. Yeah, right. Fuck. It's weird seeing Mulan with KH1 Sora. If it were Mushu, it would make more sense, since Mushu's a summon in that game. I really like what they did here with that. There we go. Oh yeah, for all you Among Us fans out there, Innersloth Games just made a Twitter account for the game. And they previewed a new map that they're working on. It looks like some kind of new ship. Okay, there we go. I do apologize if I don't talk as much. There we go, got it. Yesterday evening I told myself, now Leo, don't forget we'll stream later. I sat down and bam, midnight. It's okay. No, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. Again, you didn't miss too much. Just a really fucking crazy ending. Oh my god, I can't even begin to describe what I saw with that. I don't even want to tell you what happened, because, like, you need to see it for yourself. I was trying to describe it to Kaylee last night, and I was just like, well, she was laughing the entire time because it was ridiculous. Because, like, wow. What's wrong? Oh, did you almost beat Hades? Oh, no! What level of Crazy? World 101, KH, Gurren Lagann? Ooh, I'm trying to think of a good comparison for this. You know that scene in Devil May Cry 3 where Dante rides the motorcycle up the tower and is like killing demons, and by the time he gets up there, he's beating like the demons to death with the motorcycle, and by the time he gets up there, all he has left is the handlebars, and then he just chucks those back behind him. That level of crazy. So Wonderful 101 crazy, I guess. Actually, yeah, Wonderful 101 would have been a better comparison. Also, Kaylee, before you get started on your next run, can you grab my glasses? Thank you. I heard about it, yes. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that level of crazy. So basically Wonderful 101 levels of crazy, I guess. I know Kamiya didn't work on Devil May Cry 3, but, you know, he did make the first one. Oh, this is a hard one. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nuts. Come on. And here we go. All right. All right. Last few Heartless. Yeah! Awesome, ended on excellent. The only DMC game I saw Let's Play for is some kind of reboot or spin-off where Dante's hair is kind of short. Oh, that's the bad one. That's the bad one. That's, We don't talk about that one. Like, I have only played the first 3 Devil May Cry games. Oh, I got a full chain! Hell yeah! I got a triple A+. Or an A+++. That's awesome! Woo! Yeah! I didn't even realize I did a perfect run there. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, yeah, that's not, we don't, that Devil May Cry doesn't count, especially since they made Devil May Cry 5 last year. And released that. And then re-released it on the PS5 just now. The, like, definitive edition. It had 170 total glide targets. I feel like I could only do that in a bigger mode. Ooh, I got Riku's Station of Awakening from Dream Drop Distance. That's pretty dope. Oh, I got a Story Steam. Whew. That was a lot. Yay. I wish I could kind of speed through this, but it won't let me. Do this next. Waltz of the Damned. Getting some water? Okay. It's Beast! I love Beast. Oh. Oh crap. This is... Ah, fuck! I always hated those statues. Those Heartless were hard. One's immune to physical, like... You did want to be on the stream. Hi, Kaylee. If you want, we can set up another microphone. Are you sure? Oh, there we go. Got it that time. Got him. Hopefully the Let's Player is one of my favorites, who's able to make great Let's Plays even for bad, weird games. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Because I've heard nothing but bad things about that particular Devil May Cry. It was made by an American team or something. Are you sure you don't want to be on stream?
Hi. I'm just here to tell you that you're very cute and I like you.
Oh, thank you. I like you too.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye. Bye, Kaylee. You didn't go far. You're just right over there, still on the couch. It wasn't really the best game ever, but I enjoyed the lulls. Yeah, he's a very cool guy. That's awesome. I always like when Let's Players can make a good situation good situation out of a bad game. Ooh, I got an experience boost item. Back to World Tour. Yeah, that was pretty cute. My wife's cool. Apparently, though, what she made was like some kind of cranberry vodka thing. I'm not sure. Oh, she's coming back. Oh. You want to be on the stream after all? You'll have to set up your own mic. Okay. Kayla's upset because Maya's not here. Yeah, you guys were gonna watch Food Wars. Oh, this is hard. I think the trick to this game is to see what's coming ahead, but not to focus on that. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. This world was weird in case like I liked it. Oh, good, we're done. Ah, Food Wars. Literal food porn, the anime. The dishes look so tasty. You know, that's what I've heard. Like, the dishes actually look really good. But yeah. I haven't really watched it myself, but it looks interesting. Whew. Oh, tough. I'm not surprised, considering. That song is pretty tricky. Dance of the Daring. Oh, I got 3 stars. Nice. Oh, well, that's depressing. That's a... Oh, God. That just makes me sad. Like, if you've watched the cutscenes for Union Cross, you know what that scene is. And it's depressing. I only watch for the food. Also, guess what? What, Kaylee? I'm looking at her right now. I want you all to know that. She's right there. Oof, yeah. I'm gonna stream on Oh, are you? Oh, cool! Hey, go check out my wife streaming on Saturday. Are you gonna stream from that account or from a different one? Okay. You will find her here on her account here, Ukulele Kaylee. She'll be streaming Slay the Spire. You want me to sit in on it? Yeah, okay. We'll have to connect Streamlabs to your Twitch account, but I think we can do that. No, it won't be too hard. Just gotta remember to do that before Saturday, so... My heart done gone. Oh. Alright, I'm about to do all of these in a very unorthodox order, so please bear with me. Oh, cleared all the songs in 30 worlds. Nice. Alright, so please bear with me. This is... Hell yes, I love this song. I love Vim and Vigor. Vim and Vigor. You really pronounce that either way. This song's great. I love this song. This is one of my favorite boss battle tracks. Oh, the place is on fire, too. Oh, it's good. This is the first place you hear it, because this is where you fight Shan Yu. The plays are in a lot of my favorite moments in Kingdom Hearts. Like, when you're teaming up with all the different Final Fantasy characters in KH2 and Hollow Bastion, after Goofy just gets knocked out after the Demyx fight. And just also, like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, it plays in Olympus whenever Herc is holding up the building, and you're like timed. It's also when you can first use a form change, so yeah, it's a good song. It also plays during the Barbossa fight in the Caribbean. And that's a cool fight, too. Other times it plays when you face the Magic Mirror in Birth by Sleep, both times with Terra and Aqua. When you face... Oof. There we go. Whew. Couldn't watch more than the first few episodes of Food Wars, though. Not even because of the disappearing clothes. I just didn't really like the apparent main female character. Oh, Irina? Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people don't like her. I think she gets better later on. I am kicking acid right now. Thank you. Yeah, I hear I know that she sucks, like, at the beginning of the series, and she's supposed to get better later on when you find out, oh no, tragic backstory. Oh no, she was abused by her father to get this god tongue thing. Oh no, that's terrible. Spoilers, I guess, but who really cares? Hey, look, we unlocked Hollow Bastion and Tron. I like Tron. Alright, do any of these have cutscenes? No? Okay, we're going here next. Desire for all that is lost. Oh, I like this one too. It's the, like, first Heartless boss theme you hear in KH2. It's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. I would just like to also point out this boss fight in particular that this song represents, where the first boss fight in Beast Castle is so cool because it shows you how cool reaction commands are. Because, like, Sora is taking, like, the chandelier and using it to fight the Heartless, and that's so cool. Reaction commands are one of my favorite things to come out of Kingdom Hearts. They're very stylish. I kind of miss them in KH3, but situation commands aren't bad. There we go. I'm gonna be off with the music. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Alright, that was a good end to that one. Whew. Boy, that was tough. So what are you drinking? Like, water with vodka? What? Vodka, water, and blueberries. Alright. I won't question it. I don't doubt that, honestly, but her introduction is just so bratty and such an obvious, best tsundere waifu character. Oh no, that's fair. I get that. Characters like that also kinda tick me off. Like, if you know they're gonna get better later, then it's a bit tolerable, but, you know, Alright, we're going to Olympus next. The Underworld. Oh yeah, I love getting to explore the Underworld in Kingdom Hearts 2, because it's very different from the first Olympus. Oh, no, Auron? Okay. I know the chat's probably updating, but I'm... Fun fact, those Heartless can only be hit by physical attacks when they're right side up. When they're upside down, they can only be hit by magic. Come on. Go. Ah, damn it. How dare you? Just trying to cringe. KH2 Olympus got really improved. Like, not just 3 rooms. Yes. Yes, it did. But KH3 Olympus is probably the best because you get to explore, all of the town of Thebes, and you actually get to explore Olympus, which is pretty cool. I did miss the Colosseum, admittedly, but it was okay. We got a giant world, and I think it was a really good starting world, for KH3. But KH2 Olympus was fun. I really enjoyed it. I also love the Underdrome, the Coliseum there. It was fun. Also, Auron was a fun party member. I don't know much about Final Fantasy X. I know he's a character in that, so it was cool having him as part of the party. Oh boy. That is getting a little confusing with all the jumping enemies. You going back into Hades? Nice. Good luck, Kaylee. Kayleigh's almost beaten Hades. But she's also had it for a bit longer than I have. I only got it because it was on sale. Alright, did it. But yeah, it was fun to explore the underworld, because, like, I understand why Olympus is only, like, 3 rooms in the first game, because it's just the Colosseum, which, nothing wrong with that. The Colosseum is one of my favorite parts of Kingdom Hearts. It's a great place to grind, which is why I kind of missed it in 3. But, you know, it's also fun to actually explore more. Ooh, Oblivion. I like Oblivion. Oblivion's one of my favorite Keyblades. Alright, we'll go here next. I love this world. I love Timeless River. It's such a cool concept. Traveling back in time. This is the first instance of time travel in Kingdom Hearts. Not counting certain retcons with Maleficent, but we don't talk about that. But also, as someone who loves classic cartoons, this world spoke to me. I hate these cars. I absolutely detest these cars. This is nice. But yeah, I love this world so much. There's Steamboat Willie. Oh boy. Man, I cannot wait to do like a Kingdom Hearts playthrough, like a full Kingdom Hearts playthrough on this channel someday. That's gonna be fun. Probably closer to when, closer to 2022, because that's gonna be the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. It was a really cool concept. Yeah, it was. And like, yeah, so like I was saying, oh sweet, another full chain! Hell yeah! Woohoo! I'm awesome. But what I was gonna say is that there's actually going to be a pause on big announcements from Kingdom Hearts until later, because, what are they doing? Oh yeah, they're just kind of taking a break from it, and I think they're saving up announcements for probably sometime next year, either mid to late, sometime from mid to late 2021, because 2022 is Kingdom Hearts' 20th anniversary. Holy hell. Ugh. Ooh, I got the Memory Dive song for Sanctuary. Oh, hell yeah. I love that. I love Sanctuary. Kingdom Hearts 2 has such a great opening. Like, the song is great, the CG is awesome. I'm proud difficulty about that. It's not gonna be I always like the worlds where Sora, Donald, and Goofy, their appearance changes depending on the world they're in. Those are always fun. KH3 did a really great job with that, I feel like. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was hard. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was very difficult. I was kind of just gliding for a while and forgot to drop. Whoops. Oh, I still got an A. Sweet. Oh, it's Sora and Rapunzel. The Tangled World was so good. I really like the Tangled World. It's a shame that, what's her name doesn't stay in your party. Whenever you go back. Rapunzel. God, I couldn't think of it. Ooh, it's the Kingdom Hearts 2, Christmas Town music. Yay! I figured they might play this. I love that they made Christmas Town music for the final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 2. Pretty sure this is to the tune of... No, it's not. What's this? It's called What a Surprise. Ah, this is so much fun. Sora's absolute joy meeting Santa. It's one of my favorite moments in the series. And then whenever Santa's like, but according to my list, Sora, you told everyone that you didn't believe me a few years ago. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah. Also, I really like the Oogie Boogie fight that happens here. It's fun. Also, if you like listening to the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack, I would really recommend checking out the Kingdom Hearts 3 soundtrack on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music. It's really good. It also features the music from the mobile game, as well as Kingdom Hearts 2.9. There we go. But yeah, it's so good, and also, for the Organization 13 like data fights in the Remind DLC, each organization member got their own remixed version of an existing boss theme, or like of their boss theme, and they're all so good. Okay, but does that mean that any other media related to Christmas Santa is off limits for Kingdom Hearts now? Like, can there be more than one Santa? I don't know, but frankly, I'm okay with it being Nightmare Before Christmas Santa. I like Nightmare Before Christmas Santa. You know, because he's all Tim Burton-y and stuff. And I think that's fun. I like to think that is the definitive Santa Claus for the Kingdom Hearts world. I don't think it's anyone else. So that's probably the 13th dilemma. Oh. Oh, looks like that's where I get the Dream Eaters. Alright, well, we still got some worlds to clear. Happy holidays. I remember this was put in Yoko Shimomura's Dramatica album. Like, she made a Dramatica version of this, which is like a super well-orchestrated version of the song. Along with like a 13th, an Organization 13 anthology, and also a Dramatica remix, or mix of Destati and The Other Promise, which is Roxas's theme. I also like that they got Christmas outfits in the final mix version. Almost like it was a separate world from Halloween Town, which technically it is. There we go. Wow. There we go. They really clashed in their Halloween costumes. Yeah, they did. Which, I didn't mind it. I thought it made sense at the time, but I'm glad that they added that in for the final mix version, because it's like, no, yeah, they should absolutely change their outfits for when they go to Christmas Town. I love that Donald becomes a snowman. It's really funny. Also, Donald's outfit in Halloween Town is disturbing, because he's a mummy, right? But he's missing a section of his torso that's just, like, see-through, and it's, like a part of him that's not wrapped, and it's just like, how does that work? How does the magic do that? Alright, what have we got next? Oh! Trickster's Melody. Oh, it's Rowdy Rumble. That makes sense. This is probably to represent the little pranksters. I forget their names. Lock, Shock, and Barrel. This is a classic theme. Originated from this game. I enjoy it a lot. I always think of it as the Pete boss fight theme. Because you do hear it when facing Pete a few times. There we go. Damn it. Oh, here it comes. Actually, you do hear this theme when you face Pete in both 358 Days Over 2 and in Recoded. So yeah, it is kind of his boss fight theme. That's pretty interesting. I do not think I could do this game on crowd mode. Arcanum. Yeah, got it. Donald, it's Matt. It's magic. I can't do a Donald Duck voice. Yeah, I can't do a Donald Duck voice. I kind of used to be able to, but I can't. My friend Russell can do a pretty good Donald Duck voice. Alright. It's Ventus and Ephemer. I like Ephemer. I actually like a lot of the Union Cross characters. Alright. The Pride Lands. The Lands of Pride. This is another world I really like. Sora's gameplay definitely changes a lot for this world, but unlike what happened in Atlantica, it's actually, you know, it works. Fuck. Come on. I'm doing terribly on this one. I'll check chat in a second. I did not really look away from the screen. What the hell was that? Oh, was that like the Simba thing? Or Rafiki sends out the petals when he finds his fur? Oh, hi, Lily. I see that you're in the chat. I will answer your question in a minute. Also, Lily, you might be interested to know that Kaylee has reached, the end of Hades. She hasn't beaten Hades yet, but, you know. I don't know if she told you that already, if she might have, but, you know, I'm just letting you know. I will answer chat in a minute. Oh, God. Alexa, shut up. Sorry, Alexa, that was rude, but... Alexa, stop! Alexa, stop! Oh, God, Alexa's throwing me off. I gotta stop saying her name. Stupid robot. come on. Okay, where was I? Is World from KH2 also high or whatever? Yes, this is from Kingdom Hearts 2. I can't understand Donald's voice. I would totally miss a third of the party's dialogue if there were no subtitles. Lion Sora can do some epic drifting. Yeah, he can. It's pretty great. Hi, Lily. Deja Vu plays in the background. He's kicked my ass again. Nice try, Lily. I'm not reading that. Absolutely not. For 2 reasons. 1, it's just bad music. 2, this stream will get VOD muted. If not for what's happening here, but for that song that plays. What Keyblade is that? Total Eclipse. What game is that from? Is it from the mobile games? Or is it from, like, Birth by Sleep? I don't know. God damn it. A Terra one, I bet. It does look like a Terra Keyblade. I'm going to have to look that one up later. Oh, look, it's Mickey. Man, I thought that first one was hard. This is gonna be way harder. But yeah, this was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because Simba is a summon in Kingdom Hearts 1. And then he recognizes Sora, Donald, and Goofy whenever they arrive. Well, he doesn't at first, but, you know, Sora tells them it's them. It's kind of the same thing like what happens with Mushu in Mulan's world. Whew. Almost got it. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. God damn it. We're one of the 5 guild leaders from Key. Mickey with Axel and Roxas. Felt it in his heart, man. Yeah. Alright, we got a B. B is a passing grade. Oh, at least I got that. Aw, sad memories. Well, actually, that one's alright, but, you know. Just the fact that that didn't actually happen to Roxas. Or, it did happen to Roxas, but it wasn't... Oh, yeah, you can... they have a Circle of Life in this game, which I thought was kind of interesting. We're not gonna play that on here, because I'm definitely gonna get VOD muted for that. Alright. Let's see, there's 2 here, 2 here, and then this is 1 here. Okay, I see where this is going. So this is the revived Hollow Bastion. I don't think Mickey met Roxas. No? Not until KH3, at least. Like, he knew who Roxas was, but I don't think he actually met him probably till Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, this is cool, with the floating buildings. I like how this was the penultimate world in the second game. Or in the first game. And in the second game, it's the hub. You could also argue that Twilight Town is the hub, but it disappears for a while. This is your primary hub world. And the whole idea that you're trying to restore Hollow Bastion to what it originally was, and by the end of the game, you've kind of done that. You even get its name back. Radiant Garden. I do wish I had played these games in order, so I would have known about, because I played Kingdom Hearts 2 first, and then I played 1. Oof. Thunder. Alright, we're towards the end. There we go. I just found, maybe saw his picture, which should have raised questions in his mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Mickey ever saw a picture of Roxas until later. And obviously they would have made that connection to Ventus a lot sooner if they had known about that, but, you know, I see what you're going at. Seeing Radiant Garden in Birth by Sleep was an experience. Hell yeah, it was. I was like, holy shit, this place looks amazing! God, Maleficent and Xehanort, fuck this place up! Lily, I just found out the other day that Hollow Bastion and Radiant Garden are the same place, sorta. Yes. It was named Hollow Bastion after, Maleficent and the Heartless invaded, because all that was left was an empty castle, hence the name Hollow Bastion. Radiant Garden's the name of the whole world in the town. I've been replaying Chain of Memories on and off, and boy do I regret it. Oh no! Recreate the one picture from the digital Twilight Town. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. They just didn't think that, my excuse for that is that the writers didn't think that far ahead. Ooh, that's a cool collector's card. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, now Terzo de Notte, but not as intense as the first one. Ugh. Hey look, it's Xehanort. Picture of him. Hell yeah. This music will always be great. I do wish you could have gone to explore Radiant Garden in Kingdom Hearts 3. But I am glad that they brought back in the Final Fantasy characters for the DLC. Because they were a core part of the story for the first two games. It's true, he might not have shown it to Mickey. So, yeah, that's true. So, Lily, you're regretting Chain of Memories, huh? Yeah, that's a rough game. And I say that as someone who's played the PS2 version, Chain of Memories, which, in my personal opinion, is the superior version, having not even played the original Chain of Memories. At least cutscene-wise. But being in a much more three-dimensional environment with that card system is definitely something. I always play that game on beginner mode because there's no reward to playing it on a harder mode, if I'm being quite honest. Alright, we're gonna do Space Paranoids next. The first Tron world. This world's fun. It's interesting, at the very least. It's very different from every other Disney world, because it's not as magical, because it's Tron. Also, the Heartless design is on point with this world. I mean, usually, like, the local Heartless are always have great designs. They fit the world that they're in.
Thunder!
Yep.
Thunder! Aha!
Okay. Tricked me there. There we go. It's also funny considering this world ends up becoming one of the most important worlds story-wise. Which I always like it when a Disney World is very heavily involved with the actual plot of the game. From what I can tell, you're not alone in that. Once the remake of Chain of Memories came out, the fans started pretending the original in GBA didn't exist. Yeah, well, I mean, you get full three-dimensional cutscenes in the 3D Chain of Memories. They change a couple of small story details. You actually get to fight Zexion, unlike in the GBA version where Riku just kind of stabs him, and it's boring. Zexion's actually one of the more interesting organization members to fight, because he uses books to fight, since he's an illusionist. His power involves illusions, which is kind of fun. You doing alright? Kayla's having trouble. I'll be honest, most of what happens in the worlds that isn't related to original plot gets lost in the filler mist in my brain. That's fair. The battle system on GBA doesn't always have the best feel either. That's true. Yeah, I can understand that. And, you know, I get that too. Like, there is a lot of, like, technical filler with the worlds, but I do feel like that with the last couple of entries, they have tried to make them more relevant to the plot. go. There we go. I'm kind of surprised Tron isn't a guest character here.
Thunder.
There we go. Weird issues with hitboxes and 2.5D, i.e. representing 3D combat on GBA screen didn't work out super well for them. Yeah, that's true. In canon, Tron's world in KH2 is a copy of the original world, which turns out to be the grid in KH3D. Yes, that is correct. Tron sacrificed his physical digital body by jumping into the well of digital knowledge and became the Matrix. Right, I do remember that. Yes. That's a whole thing, and I don't want to get into it. But I do like Sora and Tron's friendship, and that they carried that over into Dream Drop Distance. Like, the grid is a hard world, but I really like the story details for Sora in that. Especially because it's, yeah, he red pilled, yes he did. But not really, because going back he still accompanies you? What an edgelord, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a weird whole thing. Also, if you want an edgelord, the protagonist of that other Tron movie, it's Sam. Oh boy, he's a teenager. That's all I'll say on that. Alright, cutscene time. Yes! I love this song! This is in the demo, but only in the freaking, in the co-op mode. I'm excited to play this on my own. Oh my gosh, I love this song. The first time this plays is when you fight the 1000 Heartless. And that's one of my favorite moments in a Kingdom Hearts game ever. Daddy issues, oh yeah. But yeah, this is the 1000 Heartless fight song. And in Kingdom Hearts 3, it plays again when you fight, like, a million of every kind of enemy. Heartless, Nobody, Unversed. And I'm so happy it returns for that, because, oh my god, that... Like, while that fight is fairly easy, because it's supposed to be, it's still a cool moment. God, I love this music. There we go. Fun fact, trans woman wrote The Matrix, and estradiol pills are red. Nice. Kind of ironic that shitty alt-writers ruined the allegory. Yeah, fuck them. It's such a memorable moment, that fight. Yeah, the 1000 Heartless. Oh my god, the 1000 Heartless. I could gush about that for ages. It's such a cool... That's also the moment where you kind of realize the difference between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And that is reaction commands. I know I was talking about those earlier, but I really enjoy reaction commands. Okay, cutscene! Here we go.
Sora returned to Hollow Bastion, where he learned the startling truth. He thought he had defeated Ansem, but that was actually an imposter. The real Ansem had an apprentice named Xehanort, whose Heartless called himself Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. And Xehanort's nobody, Xemnas, was the leader of Organization 13. The organization's aim was revealed. They planned to collect all the hearts released by the Keyblade to create another Kingdom Hearts, and they would harness it for their own gain. Realizing he was being used, Sora almost gave up the fight, but with the help of a mysterious stranger, he pulled through and continued onward.
Okay, but that revelation that every Heartless you've slain has just been helping the organization, like, even having not played the first game, that revelation kind of rocked me. I was like, oh shit. Hey, I gotta pop up and finish some work, but it was good to see everyone. Sorry for not sticking around for long. Good night. Night, Lily! Thanks for stopping by! It has a lot of impact because of the plot. It feels like there's actually a lot in the balance. Yeah, it does. Also, you're fighting for Hollow Bastion one more time. You're fighting to make sure Hollow Bastion doesn't get lost again. Ooh, I should have switched over to Roxas, Axel, and Xion for this. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Let me return to World Tour. I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna do Roxas, Axel, Xion for this one. It feels more appropriate. Here we go. This will be fun. I should have had an experience boost loaded. What a great world. It was one of the first things we saw of Kingdom Hearts 2 in the secret movie for the first game, which I didn't know about that until I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 the first time. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Oh, this is the finale? Oh, this is cool. There we go. You do forget at some point that hearts fly out of Heartless when you defeat them. Only the marked ones, though. Yes, it's only the emblem Heartless, not the purebloods. Yeah, the emblem ones are technically artificial Heartless, because they were created from Xehanort's big Heartless manufactory. No, it's not the other way around. after that, those Heartless became, like, they adapted to, like, each world that they appeared in, and, like, took on new appearances and stuff. Alright. This is going to be a lot harder. I forgot to load the experience boost. Whoops. Oh, well. Next should be the 13th Dilemma, which I'm excited to play that song. That's the other Organization 13 fight theme. Here we go!
Let's go!
This is fun.
Flame! Let's go! Take this!
Yeah, got him. Whew. Yeah. This is such a good battle theme.
Fire! Flame! Take this! Fire! Flame!
And got it. But yeah, the Emblem Heartless are the ones that release hearts, and they were doing that in the first game too. In fact, you know, whenever you defeated like a big Heartless, it would kind of show a cutscene where the heart would leave its body. So you know, that was a thing that happened. And that was before Nomura was even sure if he was going to make a sequel or not, which, you know, he ended up making the sequels anyway. Excuse me. Alright, now over here. Alright. Let's do this. I love this song. There's a great remix. There's two great remixes of it for it in the soundtrack. One for Sayax and one for Xigbar. Sayax is like a rock remix, while Xigbar's is a more fast-paced version of this one. Both are great. Nice. As much as I love this music, the fights associated with this music are all obnoxious. Demyx, Zaldin, Xigbar. At least they were the first time I played them. Now I could take care of all of them easily, but still. Saïx is also in that, but Saïx wasn't as hard. I'm pretty sure I got Saïx the first time I fought him. So that one's not as much. That one's less of an issue. Whew. Did it. Oh, that was fun. That's a cool shot of Mickey. Cutscene! Axel, no.
To ensure that Sora would make it to Organization 13's headquarters, Axel sacrificed himself. Roxas appeared within Sora and challenged him for the right to exist. But Roxas realized Sora's strength.
That was a hard
and
fight.
At last, Sora, Riku, and I were reunited.
Riku looks different.
Kingdom Hearts loomed overhead, but Ansem the Wise managed to bring its completion to a halt.
We all thought he was dead. He was fine.
Sora,
Sort of.
alongside Riku, faced the final battle with Xemnas, the last member of Organization
I wish we could see
13.
Xemnas wear that coat more. Like his final battle coat. I kind of wish he was wearing it in KH3 when you fight him. Because man, is it a cool coat. Alright. Team 3D. Alright, we're gonna switch back to Team Classic for this. This is going to be a boss fight. I can already tell. Alright, Xemnas, let's do this. Hard for your skills or your feels? Oh, fuck.
Why don't you vanish?
Alright, a good guard there. Oh, right. I forgot what the other buttons were. Shit! Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Fuck. Holy shit, did I win? Or did I die? Uh-oh. Did I die? Okay, I gotta try again, huh? Oh, yeah, I died. No, wait, I wanted to play again. Oops. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna equip that. Okay, I think we're good. Hard for your skills or your feels? Alright, let's do this. One more time. There we go. I think I got a perfect guard that time. Yeah!
Can you spare?
Fuck! Too soon.
Thunder.
Got him. Alright. Damn. Damn it.
Why don't you?
Okay, I got him. But that was weird that the button wasn't working for a minute. Was I pressing the wrong button? I might have been pressing wrong. Okay, but can I just say, Xemnas' voice is like melting butter, or however the saying. Xemnas has a great fucking voice, yes. I would also argue Xemnas is one of the better villain of the Xehanorts. Xemnas is probably the best villain. He's a really great villain. All right, cutscene where they kill Xemnas.
Xemnas was finally defeated. But after the battle, Sora and Riku found themselves trapped in the realm of darkness. Suddenly, a bottle washed up on shore. The message inside led them back to the realm of light.
Huzzah! Okay, we've now unlocked Team Dream Eater. Oof. We actually see him and know of his existence before we see him. Yes, because he's the secret boss in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which is pretty dope. Ah, coded! And we get Team Birth by Sleep from this. Yay. Alright. Now we're gonna do some coded stuff. I guess I could play as Team 3D here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna save them for when we get to the Dream Drop Distance part. So, here's the thing about Coded. The story is very, meh in Coded, but the gameplay is actually really fun. And I mean the DS version, not the like phone version that this game was originally made for, because yes, this was originally released on a phone in episodes until they made, and then they made, when that was finished, they made the 3DS or the DS version. So yeah, those are my feelings on Coded. Like, the story is the most unimportant, well, until the end, or the least relevant of all the Kingdom Hearts games. Like, this is the closest you get to a true side game in Kingdom Hearts. But the gameplay is so much fun. Like, it's ridiculously fun. Which I'm really surprised that it is. Because it's a DS game. Nothing against the DS, for the record. I love the DS. DS is one of my favorite systems. It's just, it's kind of surprising because of how Days was. Where it was a great story, but the gameplay was kind of eh. OMG, the chibis are so cute. The chibis are really cute. I love the chibi Dream Eaters there. Those are adorable. Okay. And, like, again, Coded's story, like, towards the end is still important, and I think that the fight between Data Sora and Data Roxas is actually very emotionally charged and awesome. But, yeah. It's kind of like... Nah, it's the least important. It's just a setup for Dream Drop Distance, which is a better game. I'm probably in the minority in this, but I love Dream Drop Distance. I know a lot of people don't care for it because of how weird the story is in that one, and they might not always like the Dream Eaters. I personally love the Dream Eaters. Oh, I got Gula's Keyblade. That's pretty cool. Seems a bit funny. So Riku is playable, but as a Dream Eater with Dream Eaters. Yep. I kind of like that. Alright, with this we unlock Team Birth by Sleep. Team BBS. The Wayfinder Trio. It's the only game I actually played myself. Coded? Or Dream Drop Distance? I'm biased. Okay, fair. Oh, fuck! Coded or Dream Drop Distance? Yeah, no, 3D is a good one. I love the Dream Eaters. I think the Dream Eaters were a cool mechanic. I do think that the weakest part of Dream Drop Distance is, like, the involvement in the Disney worlds, which, cause, yeah, there's a lot of worlds where Sora and company are just kind of there and don't do anything. That's especially true with a couple of worlds in KH3. Of course, that seems to only be true for Sora in Dream Drop Distance. And part of the reason I love Dream Drop Distance is because, while yes, Sora is a playable character, that game is Riku's game. That is purely Riku's game. Like, I love it for Riku's character. It, like, wraps up Riku's character development really well. In his fight against his own inner darkness. Ah, so many invisibles. That up. Gotcha. That's fun. Oh, fuck. That messed me up. Well, I don't know if they would have rather played KH3 without the mimicry happening in Kingdom Hearts 3D. I mean, to be fair, I like Dream Drop Distance because it sets up Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, all of these games set up Kingdom Hearts 3. Birth by Sleep, Days, and Coded, and Dream Drop Distance, but that's like the immediate precursor to what happens in Kingdom Hearts 3. And like, you finally figure out what Xehanort's been trying to do, and you also learn the truth about the organization. You learn that the Nobodies had hearts the entire time, which it's like, holy shit, that's actually kind of terrible. Okay, cutscene.
A strange entry was found in the journal that chronicled Sora's adventures. To investigate, the journal was converted to data, but it was full of bugs.
Whoops.
Nikki called on Data Sora to help them restore the world.
I like
inside
Data
the
Sora,
journal.
actually. Again, I kind of
As
actually
he
really like
restored
Coded.
the datascape, more and more strange messages kept appearing. Nikki and the others should have been watching from the other side of the
But they
screen.
weren't.
But somewhere along the way, Data Riku, the embodiment of the journal, had
Of course,
imported them into
Riku is the
datascape
journal.
to help solve the mystery of the message.
Why are they so blue there?
Maleficent and Pete were causing all sorts of trouble with their plan to take over the real world through the Datascape.
Oh yeah, this also, with the added cutscenes...
Data
I'll
Sora
say in a
drew
minute.
power from the connections with his friends in his heart and used it to fight and forge a path
Oh.
forward. He defeated Sora's
Oh yeah, this is a cool
Heartless,
boss fight.
the bug
Getting to
in the
fight
data
Sora's
that had
Heartless is
corrupted
one of the final
journal.
bosses.
That should have been the end of this journey. But Mickey received word that a door to a new world had appeared, and he once again entered the Datascape. On the other side of the door was Castle Oblivion. Led by a figure in black, Data Sora repeatedly relived the pain residing in his heart.
Oh yeah, the lesson
If he
here is
kept
important.
holding on to that hurt, he would be dragged down into the darkness. But Data Sora realized that his pain was what tied his memories together. He swore to the cloaked figure, Roxas, that he accepted the pain.
That's a good lesson.
The hurt of those connected to Sora remained dormant in his heart. And to help find a way to face and heal that pain, Naminé had left the mysterious journal entry. Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Mickey and Data Sora now knew the true meaning of those words. Data Sora thanked Naminé, and they said their goodbyes. Mickey wrote Sora a letter detailing the events that took place in the Datascape. You are who you are because of those people. They need you, and now the door to your next journey is ready to be opened.
Also, I mean, considering how I see Disney Worlds, I guess I didn't really mind this lack of involvement. That's fair. That's totally fair and valid. KH3 was originally supposed to be the intro for KH3, which is mind-boggling to me. Yeah, it is. And then they made 2.9, or 0.2. That's what it is. Okay, we can now go to Dream Drop Distance to Birth by Sleep. We're gonna go to Birth by Sleep first, and then do Dream Drop Distance. So we're gonna go here first. Can I mention the complete existential crisis Data Sora barely brushed? Go ahead. Oh, I guess this does play first. That's interesting. Let's do... Okay, we're gonna... Oh, wait. Oh, no. I want to switch to Team Birth by Sleep for this. No! I gotta pause real quick. I love that Ventus uses his Keyblade in reverse. Like, in a reverse grip. That's so cool. Yeah, go ahead and go over the complete existential crisis that is Data Sora. Alright. Team BBS. Oh god, I love the Chibi, Meow Wow, and Komori Bat. That's great. I love the Dream Eaters so much. I'm glad they're a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3. Time to fight some Unversed. It's awkward seeing Aqua Glide. I like the Unversed. The thing I like about the Unversed is that they're heartless, but unsettling. Even more unsettling than the Heartless. Because the Heartless can get pretty unsettling. Also, the Unversed all come from one place, and that's Vanitas, which is also kind of fascinating. In that they strictly feed off of negativity instead of just dark emotions. or darkness, like the Heartless do. There we go. I mean, that's it, really. Jadasaur kind of thought about it for a moment and kind of panicked, but ended up shoving it back into the back of his Jada mind. Yeah, that's true. He just kind of accepted the pain and went on with his life inside the journal. Alright. I went right. Next. He even agreed to listen to the strange voices asking him to fight. That's true. He did do that. That was an odd choice. Okay, we're gonna do an experience boost for this level so we can get a good head start for the Birth by Sleep team. I love these three. So Terra is kind of a dumbass. He gets better by Kingdom Hearts 3. Nice. Aqua's one of my favorite characters. I just wanted to point that out. I'm very focused in doing this right now, so that's why I'm not talking as much. Otherwise, I'd be gushing a bit more about Birth by Sleep. Because I do love Birth by Sleep. It's a great game. It's a very dark Kingdom Hearts game, which is saying something. Vanitas. Angst. Yes, Vanitas is just angst. Roxas and the others. Yeah. But no, Vanitas is angst incarnate. Oh boy. Well, should he have been expecting one of the three remaining Keyblade Masters that we know of to actually be evil manipulating him? No. No, I suppose not, but the thing is, Terra gets duped. It's not just Xehanort who manipulates him. It's also Maleficent, even though he wasn't the one that actually removed Aurora's heart, and it was actually Xehanort. It's still pretty bad.
Master Ericus's three apprentices affirmed their bonds of friendship as they prepared for the Mark of Mastery.
So I can't completely blame him, but also he should have known something was kind of up.
To pass the exam and become a Keyblade Master, leaving Terra no time for disappointment. The three immediately received word that creatures called the Unversed had emerged to threaten the world of light, and Master Xehanort had gone
that's
missing.
the first red flag.
Both Terra and Aqua were tasked with bringing the situation under
Yeah,
control.
this was Xehanort manipulating him. True.
Meanwhile, a masked boy
Vanitas!
left Ventus with a distressing thought. Terra resisted the call of darkness as he sought out Xehanort and the Unversed. Ventus chased after him, and and Aqua carried out orders to monitor
Yeah.
Terra. Everything was going perfectly according to Master Xehanort's
Yep.
plan.
Xehanort is a bastard. Xehanort is a huge fucking bastard. Anyway, what I was going to say is, shit. Yeah, Birth by Sleep is definitely one of my favorite games. It's probably the darkest that Kingdom Hearts gets, aside from maybe a couple moments in 3. And I love that. It's so good. And I was also going to say, one of my favorite things about it is that Aqua is essentially the main character for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Like, that is her story. Which is why we're going to go in the order of worlds that Aqua goes in these. He also doesn't seem the type to pause and think about things that are happening. No, Terra is very much an, at the beginning of Birth by Sleep, and throughout most of it, Terra is very much, swing Keyblade first, ask questions later. Well, this doesn't get me VOD muted. I also love Aqua's trip to this world. Because the stepmother and stepsisters get blown up by a pumpkin bomb. And it's the coolest thing ever. It also is like, says that, oh, we're not going to do the Cinderella sequels. Oh, that was gross. But yeah, the Unversed are very unsettling because they're like Heartless, but they're not. They're blue. There are other differences. Also, you know, the faces the Unversed have, since they represent emotion. Unversed are also hard to beat. Like, if you get swarmed by Unversed in Birth by Sleep, you are screwed. Cinderella, have some faith, girl. Yeah, that's what Cinderella, that's the lesson there. And you know what? You know what? They actually make a very good point in that, like, sure, you do have to work hard for your dreams, but sometimes it's hard enough just to try and even believe in those dreams to come true. Which, it's like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good lesson. I didn't get any stars there. That's not good. I need to start earning some stars. Some would say they're more far-fetched than unsettling. True. I just kind of like the concept of the Unversed, that they're just these negative they're born from negativity. Specifically, Vanitas' negative emotions. Because he's kind of tortured. Fuck. The game got hard again. Fuck. It's so weird seeing Aqua glide. Because that's Ven's ability. Oh boy. So many Unversed. Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to do another playthrough to wrap this game up.
Freeze!
Which I'm fine with. Because I really like this game.
Freeze!
Disney presents Guitar Hero with Kingdom Hearts, or basically Piano Ties. Yeah, kind of. Like, believe that by working hard, your dreams can become real. Yeah. Yeah. Also, hey, Luigi, welcome to the stream. Okay, did I get a star? That at least one star that time? Oh, God. Whew. I need some more if I want to... Well, I just have to clear that world in order to get in here. But I need more stars overall in order to unlock the last bits of world. Stitch World! I love Stitch World. Okay, we're gonna do this one real quick. The tumbling. Oh yeah, the unversed get really cool. Like, the developers went, okay, what enemies will the player face in Birth by Sleep? Why not the Heartless? Not original, we need something new here. We have to keep it. Well, in that case, the Heartless hadn't crossed over into the Realm of Light yet. Canonically, they hadn't crossed over yet. Because it's because of Xehanort that the Heartless break into our world and take over Radiant Garden. And yes, Xehanort does bring in some Heartless in a cutscene involving Ven's past. So the inclusion of the Unversed makes sense to me, because canonically the Heartless weren't a thing yet, at least not on a massive scale. Fun fact, this was composed by, not by Yoko Shimomura, who does the composition normally, but Takahiro Ishimoto, who was brought on to help compose a lot of tracks for Birth by Sleep. You can tell because it's very different from a Shimomura piece. And since then, he's been helping compose for Kingdom Hearts. There we go. Like the developer, yep. Disney and Discord. Well, you should really make a Discord. Well, probably. Why not something instead of darkness in people's hearts? We do negativity in people's hearts. Well, to be fair, that negativity... It's not necessarily the negativity in people's hearts, it's the negativity in one person's heart, and that's Vanitas, because that's the primary difference between the Heartless and the Unversed, is that the Heartless can come from anyone. The Unversed exclusively come from Vanitas. And by KH3, he has figured out how to draw Unversed from the negative emotions of other people, but they still can only exist because of Vanitas. Like, once Vanitas is gone, the Unversed are gone. There's not really any getting rid of the Heartless, it's just making less of them, or making it so that there is less of them. That was hard. Alright, let's get back to this. And that's why I think the Unversed are an interesting enemy. Because, again, they can only be brought about by one person. And that person is Edgy Sora. Yeah, but why are Keyblade Masters still being trained? They can't only be protecting light, I mean balance of the worlds by watching over worlds. Oh. That's a hard one to answer, and I'll get to you in a second on that.
Freeze!
Snow White.
Come on!
Go.
Freeze!
Haha.
Farewell!
Another big difference between the Unversed and the Heartless is that the Unversed movement patterns are a lot more erratic than the Heartless, which is kind of a nice touch. Why are Keyblade balance of the worlds by watching over worlds they shouldn't be interacting with? I mean, they're trained to fight something, or maybe it's a spiritual meditation for the mind. I mean, there was a Keyblade War. Oh, sweet, full chain. And back in the time of the Keyblade War, there were Heartless that they were fighting, because they were... The world was very different back then, like, it was all one place. It's complicated, like, the lore is very complicated and dumb. As for why they are training more Keyblade Masters, I think it's to just... It's more a precaution than anything. Alright, I'm gonna turn these off. I'll keep those on though. I think it's more a precaution than anything, in case something happens, like these weird blue creatures attack out of nowhere. They feed off of negativity. Basically, Keyblade wielders are supposed to be on standby. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, got him. God, the input lag is getting really bad again. We There we go. So I've decided to stream at 1 p.m. Central on Saturday. Awesome! Go check out my wife's stream on 1 p.m. Central Time. It's true, we're really used to Heartless appearing everywhere. I forget they're not supposed to be a big thing anywhere. I'll try to be there. Yay! Yay! Yeah! I'll be on the stream too. Cheering her on, because I don't play Slay the Spire. Oh look, it's Axel. Or no wait, I guess that's technically Lee, but Axel, they're the same person. He goes by either name, so you know, it's not really a big issue. Now we'll go to the Enchanted Dominion. Yeah, I like to build very dumb decks and do very bad. I mean, I guess we're gonna be the judges of that, but alright. Okay, now we're going here. Maleficent. I have a hard time remembering things that are not my usual routine, but I'll try very hard. Alright, here we go. The Silent Forest. This is technically the first world you go to in Birth by Sleep if you play in the correct order, which is Terra, Ventus, Aqua. That's the correct story order, or at least the order that makes the most sense for Birth by Sleep. Oh yeah, she has like these little minion dudes that you get to fight. I do like that in some worlds in Kingdom Hearts, you fight enemies that aren't traditional like Heartless or Nobodies or Unversed. Gotcha. Nice. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's dark. And now we're at Maleficent's castle. I'm trying to think of other examples of other enemies. Oh, in the Pirates of the Caribbean world in Kingdom Hearts 2, you fight the ghost pirates. That's pretty cool. Or in the grid in Kingdom Hearts 3D, you face the like sentry dudes. That work for what's his name? Clue. Yeah, those guys. Y'all get to find out how weird I am if you haven't already figured it out. I'm a weird human, but we're all weird humans. Let's be honest. All of us. We're all super weird. Okay, that was a good run. That just means the next one is going to be... Oh, sweet, 3 stars. It's great, because doing poorly on stars. The Rustling Forest. Maybe I will make up an intro on the ukulele. Totally human. Yes, we are all totally human, bro. Makes me think of, like, Astif movie where there's the cow pretending to be a man. Where they're like... Yeah, where they're like, and now, a cow pretending to be a man. Alan, are you a cow? What? No. Yeah, me neither. You guys want to go skateboards? And the cow just has a skateboard and a helmet. I love Astif movie. They just Tomska just released a new one recently. Oh, that threw me off. Got him. Whew, that was pretty rough. I mean, skateboards. Those are big comedic classics. Just my type of yeah, same. Like they're it's the perfect kind of humor. It's like peak internet humor, in my opinion. I actually supported the Kickstarter for like the Astro Movie card game Muffin Time, and I have a copy of that here. It's a really fun game. We've only played it like once or twice, but I enjoyed it. Oh, it's Aurora. All right, now we're gonna go to Radiant Garden. Radiant Garden in its prime. It's like the movies, the Naked Gun. Yeah, it is similar to the Naked Gun movies. I do enjoy the Naked Gun, the first one. The other two are not as good. There we go. Holy crap. God, I remember the first time I set foot in this version of in this Radiant Garden, my mind was blown. I was like, this is Hollow Bastion? I mean, it's not. It's Radiant Garden. But still, it's like... Oh crap, that was complicated. Oh boy. Can't believe that's the original title. Facepalm. I think I only watched the third, so I can't quite say how good it really is. Oh, but it ticked all the right spots. That's fair. I've not seen the third one. I hear it's not that... I think the first one is probably the best one, personally. It's a classic. Also, if you like that, you should check out Airplane. Airplane's a pretty good one, too. Okay. We'll go to that in a minute. Still working on stuff over here. Oh, right. Oh god, I have to do this now. This is probably one of my favorite, This is probably my favorite version of the battle music for, Radiant Garden / Hollow Bastion. Oh, I should have included Mickey on this. That would have made this easier. Okay. That's me talking to Kaylee, by the way, guys. She was telling me something. There we go.
Freeze! Go! Freeze! Freeze! Gotcha!
Holy shit. Okay, there we go. Did it. The massive facepalm meme. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's true. I only saw clips of Airplane, but I could tell I would like it. Oh, Airplane's great. I really enjoy Airplane. It's one of my favorite comedies. And I'm not a big movie person, so, you know. That probably says a lot about my taste in movies. Alright. Cutscene!
It turns out that when I was little, Aqua came to my rescue in
And gave you a
Radiant
Keyblade.
Garden. Then she reunited with Terra and Ventus, but once again, their paths and hearts quickly
This
diverged.
is Xehanort.
Terra was guided by a light to a young boy, Riku. He bequeathed Riku his
Aw.
Keyblade.
Weird seeing Riku's
Meanwhile,
eyes that blue
Ventus
since
learned
they're
he would
green
become
now.
the Keyblade, and Master Ericus tried to seal him away. Determined to save his friend, Terra unleashed the power of darkness as he faced
Yeah,
his
this
own master.
is tragic.
The Keyblade would form when pure light and pure darkness clashed.
That's why Vanitas exists.
Ventus set out toward the Keyblade graveyard to bring all of this to an end.
Alright. Heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Alright, since we're here, might as well go here next. Stitch! Stitch! Arg. I love Stitch. Oh my god, Stitch is so cute. Kaylee, look at Stitch. I love Stitch. Oh, this is great.
Freeze! Gotcha! No! Farewell!
You know, technically Birth by Sleep didn't have a Coliseum either. They had the Mirage Arena, which was kind of interesting. You actually couldn't beat the game unless you did at least a couple of, at least one Mirage Arena quest. Because you had to do it to unlock one of the Xehanort reports in order to get the final ending for the game. Damn it. was a tournament in Olympus, kind of, but it wasn't the same. It was like a timed tournament. It wasn't like the Colosseum is in the original games, where you just go into the battles, but there's like not. There will sometimes be a time limit, but only like if it's in a specific cup or something. Yeah, there was a kind of an Olympus thing in there, but it wasn't quite like the same as the Colosseum fights in the original game, is my point. Okay, here we go. I liked seeing young Hercules in Birth by Sleep. That was a cool little addition. Tying that into the game. Alright, let's go. I like this world. And it's also kind of serves as an excuse as to explain what the hell Stitch is doing in Hollow Bastion years later. Oh boy.
Freeze! Gotcha! Enough!
Also, sorry for going quiet. I'm very focused onto this right now. Holy crap, that was insane. Whew. Oh man, that was ridiculous, actually. Oy. Played Animal Crossing? Nice. I haven't played Animal Crossing in months. I'm gonna burn out on that easily. Ooh, that's cool. That's the promo art for whenever Coded Birth by Sleep and Days were first announced, because they were all kind of announced at the same time. That was a crazy time. Man. I had just beaten Kingdom Hearts 2 around that time. Okay. Next, Disney Town. I think we'll end it here tonight. It's the Mickey Mouse March, and who better to accompany us here than Mickey Mouse? Let's do this. I love these little chibis. The characters. And he's in his Birth by Sleep outfit. Do 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 do. I like exploring this world. Or playing in this world.
Freeze! Gotcha! Farewell!
Do 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 do. go. Yeah, you can sit now if you buy the reaction. Okay, we're almost here. But yeah, no, this world is kind of neat because you get to explore the town that surrounds Disney Castle, because previously you could only explore the castle and there wasn't much to explore there, so, you know. And also it's just it makes for a good minigame world. I enjoyed it. I didn't necessarily enjoy the minigames. Ironically enough, the one I was worst at was the rhythm game in that one. Alright, back to World Tour. Alright, we'll let Mickey join us one more time. And then this will probably be the last song we do for the night, and then I'll call it a night. And then I think we'll continue this on Friday.
Freeze! Gotcha! Freeze!
There we go. Ooh, that was a lot. Ah! Oh no! No, it's okay. Just warn me before you do that next time. Neither did I, so it's okay. The screen cut out for me whenever, Kaylee put away her Switch. Whew, that was scary for a minute there. It's okay, I didn't know it was gonna happen either. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and maybe finish this game either Friday, or we might have to finish it next week. Well, I'm not gonna stream that much next week, because next week is Thanksgiving, so yeah. I'll probably be taking most of next week off. Ugh. Gotta figure that out first. Ugh. Okay. Gotta check out the T. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Then yeah, we should be good. Alright, I'm gonna get some more of these. Yeah. I'm gonna get some more of these memory things. Musique pour la tristesse de Xion. God, Xion has the fucking longest name for her. Oh, hey. It's the circle of life. Alright, is that all I have? I can get some new cards. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, my Moogle level went up. That's pretty good. kind of randomly synthesizing stuff. None of this is really... Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, well, this was fun. I'm gonna go back to the main menu. Want to see what the thing will be this time? Oh, it's the Birth by Sleep guys. Bunch of stuff increased. That's great. Oh, I like the music that's playing for them. It's like their friendship music. Story archive. Oh, right. This is... yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of checking some stuff out before I do. Right? Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is like all their different themes, I take it. That's pretty cool. Okay. Shion's theme is so long. It's kind of hilarious. Oh, that's cute. Alright. But we should probably end the stream. So, no stream tomorrow. Gonna be taking a break. Oh, look at him petting his bat. That was adorable. Okay. Anyway, no stream tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna be taking a break. Friday, I'll probably be playing more of this. That'll be at 7:30 Central Time, PM. Duh. So yeah, I look forward to that. I really like this game. This is so much fun. I've really enjoyed this game. It's great. And I can't wait to get to the story stuff because I hear it's kind of insane. So roundish. Yeah, it is. And I'm really excited for the story stuff because I hear it's supposed to be the setup for whatever the next phase for Kingdom Hearts is going to be, and I'm really excited about that. I have no idea where else this series could go, so we have that to look forward to. Anyway, be sure to tune in on Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time for more Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you like that and you haven't already, you can follow me here on Twitch to get notifications for when I go live. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for schedule updates or just general life updates in general if you want to see what I talk about. Links to all of those are in my Twitch bio, as well as a link to my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to check out. I need to get closer to the mic. I just realized I'm kind of far from it. Which you can use to check out all of my previously archived streams. So be sure to do that. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.